So in this video, I'm going to walk you through some key shifts which will transform the way that you sell and market a service-based business in 2025. So let's jump in. So the first shift is what I call finish line language. So what is finish line language? Well, many service providers talk about what it is they do. Finish line language is what the end result is. This is a common mistake that is used all the time. This could be, I build websites, I help with your marketing strategy. I'm offering a package of 6 coaching sessions. That is what it is that you actually do, right? Although this is true, the problem with it is that nobody actually wants the coaching sessions. What they want is the result. They want their pain relieved or their problem solved. So instead of selling the coaching, sell the outcome of what it'll look like after working with you. So instead of saying, we offer these coaching sessions, you want to say, you'll wake up with more energy, you'll feel confident, your clothes will fit you again. If you're a marketer, don't say, I run ads or build funnels. Say, I will help fill your calendar with qualified appointments each and every week. So this is really what clients are looking for. They're looking for the transformation and the end result, not the path to get there. The second shift is the feature to benefit ratio. Now, this may sound similar to the finish line shift, but the finish line shift is you're talking about the overall transformation. The feature to benefit ratio is you're talking about the benefits of each feature of your coaching or your service. A feature is what something is. So you could be selling a new exhaust for the car. A benefit is what it actually does. So this new exhaust for your car will actually improve performance, improve fuel efficiency. Can you see the difference there? You're not selling the actual exhaust, you're selling the improvement that the exhaust makes to the performance of the car. So for example, if the feature of your service is 3 strategy sessions, this would become know exactly what to focus on each week. Or a feature of your product could be you get direct Slack access to me. The benefit of this is you get direct access to me and support whenever you need it, not weeks later. Or the 22-page marketing report becomes you get a clear roadmap which removes any of the guesswork. So your clients are really not going to care that much about how you deliver the result, but more about the change that you can deliver at the end of it. So a simple rule is every time you mention a feature, make sure it's attached directly to a clear benefit of that feature. Because now you're communicating with the prospect about whatever it is they value versus the steps that you're going to implement in order to help get them there. So let's talk about the system which ties all of this together. It's called the case funnel because it works great for coaches, agency owners, service providers, and experts. So here's how it works. Right at the top of the funnel, you have traffic. Without traffic, you don't have a funnel. You need to get eyeballs on you. So the primary 2 ways to get eyeballs on you in the digital space is going to be through paid advertising or organic content. So through organic content, you can do long form content like YouTube or podcasts, or you can use social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok in order to make short form content. Whatever path you choose is entirely depending on your niche and your service. Organic content is very powerful, but one of the downsides of it is it can be inconsistent. What if some of your video content flops? What happens then? Your traffic just dries up. However, with paid ads, you pay for the traffic. So you can literally just press a button and you get guaranteed eyeballs on your offer. So paid ads, yes, it does cost, but it is a lot more consistent and scalable because you can control the input metrics. So for service providers, the goal should not be to sell. It's far too early, especially when the traffic is cold. It's to spark interest. So step 2 of this funnel is the opt-in. So this is where you offer some kind of freebie, and it's important that it solves a direct problem for your niche. So what this does is it builds trust. They've got something of value from you. It builds familiarity, and this is the first step of the relationship. So this filters out all the people who have seen your ad or seen your content with the people who are actually interested in what it is you have to offer. They've given you their email address in exchange for something of value. So once they have opted in for your freebie, you'll redirect them to a thank you page and say something along the lines of, thanks for opting in. We will send you your freebie to your email inbox shortly. And then you want to give them the option to book an appointment on your calendar. This is just a soft invite to apply to work with you. So they've clearly shown they're interested. You've sent them something of value, no obligation, no cost. And then on the thank you page, you're giving them the soft invite to want to work with you. All right. So if they want to work with you, you have them fill out a form directly on that thank you page, which is like an application with some questions about what it is that they're looking for, what kind of problem they have, what kind of transformation they're looking to have help with. And then they book an appointment directly on your calendar. So this is great because you don't have to do any outreach. You simply run ads and make content, providing value, offer them a freebie, and then if they want to book a call with you, some will say no, some will say yes. And this funnel works fantastic for coaches, experts, agency owners, and service-based businesses. So when they actually come onto the call, this is going to be much warmer than what's come from a cold call because they've seen your content, they already trust you, they've received a small freebie from you, and it's simply a warm conversation. If you're the right fit for each other, you make your offer. And because this has happened organically and on the prospect's terms, it doesn't feel as salesy. So here's how you can stand out in 2025. The marketing landscape is changing so fast. And if you don't keep up, a lot of the strategies that worked a year ago, 2 years ago, simply don't work as well today. So here are a few shifts that every service-based business should know. So if you are not using AI, you are going to fall behind. You want to use AI for deep client research. So instead of just guessing what your clients' pain points are and what they actually care about, use tools like ChatGPT and Gemini to actually find out what exactly they are. What are people searching for in your niche? What problems do they have? And actually use those words in your content and your ads to communicate directly to your ideal client. ChatGPT has taken a lot of users from Google, but also video has become the new search. People go to YouTube and TikTok now. People rely less on Google search than they once did. So create short form videos for TikTok and longer form content for YouTube, helping solve the exact problems and questions that your ideal client has. That way, whenever someone goes to TikTok or YouTube to search for their problem, the chances of you ranking are going to be a lot higher, and you will then appear as an authority in that space. So you want to make sure that you're optimizing for AI recommendations. Now, how is this done? Well, this means you want to make sure that your Google profile is set up, and not only just set up, but up to date regularly. You want to make sure that you're consistently getting clients to post reviews on your Google business profile. This way, when people search for local service provider in my area, the business in that area with the most reviews on their Google business profile is likely going to be the one that ChatGPT recommends. So if you're a coach, consultant, or service provider, you need to stop marketing yourself like an e-commerce brand. So you do this by selling the result, not the process, connecting every feature to a direct benefit, and building out a funnel which brings clients to you consistently without you having to constantly do outreach and chase leads. So if you want help setting up your own version of the case funnel, feel free to book a time on my calendar using the link in the description of this video. Thanks for watching, and remember, you don't need to be louder online to grow. You need the right message in front of the right people at the right time and the right systems in place. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.